Honey, there are way too many flavors out there to settle. On October 7th, Venus is going to enter the sign of Sagittarius, and we are so excited for that because that means that Venus leaves the complex and intricate sign of Scorpio where passions run high and we just feel so attached and very just like close with people that we love. Venus in Sagittarius is going to it's going to bring on the desire that we all need a little bit of space to do our own thing and to have the space to roam. Venus in Sagittarius, especially in a natal chart, this is a placement that really craves options, Venus in Sagittarius is a little lusty and a little desirous and a little playful and wants to try all the flavors out there. Life is way too short to settle for one. You can't just have the same ice cream flavor your whole life. And that goes for everything. That literally goes for everything. We know centaurs, they are little rabble rousers. And yeah, so Venus in Sagittarius is really like, the breath of fresh air. My astrology teacher always said that Sagittarius comes after Scorpio because it's the party after the funeral. So like where everything is intense and emotional in Scorpio, Sagittarius is ready to let it out and to celebrate and to party and to honor what came before. And it's like ecclesiastically is like I think about that a lot, like eat, drink, and be merry, and how that applies to Sagittarius. For tomorrow we may die, Scorpio. So it's like we have that contrast of how challenging and how complex and heavy life can be, and then we have Sagittarius, which is like, why not just freaking enjoy your life? So Venus in Sagittarius really wants to play. And it's a little indulgent. Venus in Sagittarius is indulgent. This is like the holiday. It's going to feel like the holiday season comes a little bit early because you're going to want to have that last drink or two at the end of the night. You're going to just feel like you're saying yes to all the socializing and your calendar is getting full with hanging out with people and parties and celebrations and things like that. If that's in your wheelhouse at this point in time. And yeah, so it's just like a lot of a good thing with Venus and Sagittarius. But before we can get to the deliciousness that this punch bowl transit has to offer, we do have a little bit of work to do as Venus crosses the South Node. So right at the beginning of this transit, Venus is going to be in Sagittarius today through, October 7th through November 5th. And we have a lot of time to enjoy what this transit has to offer. However, first we have the South Node at 2 degrees of Sagittarius that Venus must cross. This is really going to fall in alignment with yesterday's new moon themes, where there's a process of letting go. So there's something that we're letting go of related to Venus. So it could be a relationship. It could be we're spending a lot of money, or there's some kind of income source that's going away. There's something that we're saying goodbye to. Or it's an energy suck. So maybe like it's an energy drain in terms of like finances or in a relationship. There's something that we want to let go of, or there's something that's disappearing. And it could also be an indulgence of some kind. So perhaps we just need to before we can really go full-fledged into the Venus and Sagittarius, the indulgence, the sugar, the fats, all that good stuff, we just need to take a break here at the beginning. Like we need to just do a little sabbatical. There's some kind of indulgence that we are going to abstain from for this week that Venus passes the South Node. And it kind of makes sense because Venus will be on the South Node, and then we're going to have Saturn stationing, which is like kind of a sobering sensation. We'll talk about that again in a minute. But Saturn is very often just like wanting clarity. So it makes sense that party girl Venus in Sagittarius doesn't really feel like partying right away. There's something about abstaining from some kind of indulgence so that we can have more enjoyment with it later on. It's like for people who smoke weed, like if you take some time off of it and then you come back to it, it's so much more enjoyable. And yeah, so that's the kind of vibe I'm getting here with Venus on the South Node, with maybe taking a break from something so that we can thoroughly enjoy it in another week or so. But yeah, this is a really fun transit, Venus and Sagittarius. Be spontaneous. Take a random road trip. Plan a trip with some friends. Have a random fun night out. Like, this is the thing where we want to be spontaneous. We don't want to put limits on ourselves, unless you have to. But the thing with Venus and Sagittarius too is that it entices us to seek what else is out there in order to where we source our enjoyment from. So wanting to try new flavors, trying new restaurants, trying new meals, hooking up with different people if that's in your world. So yeah, Venus and Sagittarius, it's here to have fun. It's here to elevate us, give us a lift, and definitely be wild. Let yourself be a little wild this season. And yeah, we can really enjoy this through November 5th. And yeah, just go for it. The other thing is give yourself space in the schedule. Venus and Sagittarius doesn't want to overcommit to anything. So leave room, keep it open-ended. Don't feel like you have to give an absolute answer on the invite. Just say, yeah, if the day flows that way, then I'll see you there. But you definitely want to leave room in your schedule for spontaneity so that you can do more of the things that you enjoy. So that was your Venus and Sagittarius astrology shot of the day. Thank you so much for joining me today. For more astrology in your world, you can connect with me on all platforms at AstroCatherine, or visit me at my website where you can book your next reading, and I look forward to discussing your chart with you in more detail.